Hello and welcome to MoveHQ. In this video we will be discussing the architectural differences between our legacy product QuickMove and our new product MoveHQ. Let's start with QuickMove. QuickMove is what we would call a flat file. So in QuickMove, when you're looking at the pricing record, you have things like salesperson, customer name, phone numbers, contact information, all rolling up into this pricing record along with the pricing itself. This is fundamentally different than how MoveHQ operates. MoveHQ has a structured system where you have components like leads related to opportunities, opportunities related to pricing records. So it's fundamentally different. You're not just operating in one flat file, you're operating in multiple files that are all related to each other through the system. And those relationships are automatically generated for you as you move the customer through your sales pipeline. Okay, so let's start at leads as an example. In MoveHQ leads, as you see here, these would be what we would call unqualified leads. They are the basic customer data. So it's going to be what type of move is it, or what type of move could it potentially be? Is it local? Is it interstate? Is it intrastate? Is it international? You have the ability to select all of these, where in QuickMove, you basically just had local and interstate. So let's start here with interstate. And then commodity, you have the ability to handle multiple commodities inside of MoveHQ, whereas in QuickMove, you really didn't. It was all household goods. So in here, we're going to select household, just so that we're running this side-to-side or parallel comparison. Okay. The agent owner, this is the company that owns the record. So this would be your agency location that you work for, and then who it's assigned to. And since I'm in here creating the video, it's automatically grabbing me as the assigned to. Okay, so I'm going to enter in customer information. We'll just put in a test record. So first and last name test. I'll give it the old Hollywood number here, and then a fake email address. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and enter in customer information. Now, in this lead, this is what we would consider like a cold or unqualified lead. So we don't know if this customer is really moving. We don't know if it's a real customer. This could have come from our website and has dropped into the system. So some phone calls would need to happen in order to potentially qualify that lead. So let me throw an address in here. Okay, got our address in there, and then let's say the customer is going to St. Louis, and I'll grab that zip code there. And there we go. All right, and now I'm going to save that lead. Okay, so this is the very basic customer data. It is raw data. We don't know if this customer is moving yet or not. We don't know if it's qualified yet or not. So what I'm going to do when it's at the lead level, I'm going to go ahead and make phone calls. I'm going to go ahead and email the customer. I'm going to reach out to the customer and try and qualify that lead. This is different than QuickMove. QuickMove, you just enter in the customer data, and then right away you're entering in pricing information, whether it's qualified or not. So that's a significant difference between MoveHQ and QuickMove. QuickMove, there was no way to handle an unqualified lead. Okay, in MoveHQ, there definitely is. So in here, I have the data in here. And then let's say I call the customer, I get in touch with them, and I find out that they are moving. I'm going to go ahead and convert this lead at that point, because at that point, once I talk to the customer and they're like, yeah, we are moving, that lead, that cold or unqualified lead, then becomes qualified, because now I know that they're moving, and I know that there's a potential for me to do or an opportunity for me to do business with them. So what I'm going to do is convert this data by hitting the convert lead button, and what that will do is it will allow me to convert this into an opportunity. So all I need to do is assign what a potential load date could be. We'll say it's maybe the end of October. I hit save, and by doing this, it's doing two things. One, it's going to go ahead and convert that lead into an opportunity, okay, which is different than how we had operated in QuickMove. QuickMove, once again, it was a flat file. Everything was entered in and handled through that one file or that pricing record. Here, I started out as a lead and I convert it to an opportunity once it's qualified. Okay, so now that it's at the opportunity level, it's doing two things. One, that conversion created the opportunity. The second thing that it did was it created a affiliated contact and related that contact to the opportunity. So you can see here my opportunity name is my customer name, okay? And then I have a link here that will take me back to the contact record, which is for transferee first and last name of test. So it's making that relationship happen between that contact record and that qualified opportunity as I move it through the process. And that's very important. And the reason why it's important is because in QuickMove, okay, so if we go back to QuickMove and look at that, and if I close this out here, I'll save the job in QuickMove, and then I'll look at my job grid. If I move this customer in 2017, I have a record for him in here, okay? And I have that pricing record in there, and it's all that one flat file. If I move them again in 2020, I have to create another flat file for them, starting with first name, last name, everything all over again. And the difference between QuickMove and MoveHQ is once I have that contact in here, if I move this customer and they call me again in 2 or 3 years and I'm moving them again, I can search and find their contact, pull up their contact information, update their contact information, and then create a new opportunity off of that contact. So what this allows you to do is to roll all of those opportunities back into one contact record. So you'll have every transaction that you've done for that customer through the entire process or through the entire life cycle of that customer with you. So if you do repeat business, if I have moved the same person multiple times, if I specialize in apartment moves where I'm moving everybody every couple of years because their lease expires, I can roll all of that data back up to that contact for that customer. So I can see the whole body of business that I've done for that customer and just not transaction by transaction, okay? So that can be handled through adding a new opportunity to an existing contact. So in here, I'm going to jump back over into the opportunity. And once you're at that opportunity, that's going to be like what that file is in QuickMove, okay? From the opportunity itself, this is where I'm going to work it. I'm going to go through the sales cycle with them, and then I'm going to end up generating pricing from this opportunity. So instead of me going in and editing the opportunity, I'm going to go ahead and generate a pricing record here underneath that opportunity. And what this does by generating a pricing record is it allows me to associate a specific pricing record to that specific opportunity. So here I am in my new pricing record here, and if you look in here and you take a look at the contact name, that pricing record is related back to the contact, and that pricing record is also related back to that specific opportunity. And this is also different than QuickMove. QuickMove, if you wanted to create additional pricing for a customer, you had to open it up, and then from here, you had to, I believe, hit File and then save as new sub-estimate or save as new estimate, and then it would create this parent-child relationship, okay? Whereas with MoveHQ, once again, fundamentally different, MoveHQ allows you to create multiple pricing records and roll them all up into that one opportunity, okay? So this allows me to deliver pricing with packing, without packing, pricing with moving the automobile, pricing without moving the automobile. Name your pricing scenario. You can do multiple pricing scenarios and roll all of those up to that one customer in the application. Okay, and then from there you can select which one is primary just by checking the box. So it is quite a bit different than how QuickMove is architected as you move customers through the process. So in here, I'm going to go ahead and select my tariff. Based on that tariff selection, it's going to go ahead and open up things like weight fields. It's going to open up valuation, packing, flat charges, things like that. And then from here, I can go ahead and punch in a weight, and then I can calculate my price. So it's pretty easy to use once you understand the architecture of how things are laid out and how things get related back to that particular opportunity, and how those opportunities to do business get related back into the contact information for that customer. So that explains the architecture of QuickMove, or I'm sorry, of MoveHQ as you convert from QuickMove over into MoveHQ. Something to keep in mind, it is fundamentally different than how QuickMove operated. QuickMove, once again, you just go into one record and you punch in data. And get your price from there. From here, it's a tool to help manage that customer through the process, and it's going to help you manage those transactions with that customer. It is fundamentally different, and hopefully this video explains that.